After having breakfast in a cafe at the Victoria Station, we boarded the Oxford Tube coach to get a feel of the 927-year-old collegiate research university, which has often been regarded as one of the most renowned academic institutions in the world for a prolonged period of time. As our bus moved around Hyde Park, the sky turned dark with droplets of rain drumming against the windows. Formerly used as a royal hunting preserve for Henry VIII, Hyde Park is best known for its famous Speaker's Corner, the oldest free speech platform in the world. This expansive, historic park has also been an important venue for several big concerts by various musical celebrities and groups. The journey to Oxford provided us an opportunity to feel the country pure air and the verdant landscape outside London. Under a grey sky, the roads looked like a fine black ink running through the thick greenery of the tranquil nature surrounding it. Sitting by the window, we could feel the strong wind singing through the trees, sending loose leaves on a dancing funfair ride. As we moved closer to Oxford, the architectural style of the buildings by the sides of the road started looking different. Our bus stopped at the city centre. With sunshine peeking through the dark clouds, cool winds embracing our faces and colourful umbrellas unfurling, we started walking down the rain-drenched streets towards the legendary learning place that looked engrossed in the cycle of timeless quest. The sidewalks which have carried so many footsteps and the walls which have heard so many arguments and dissertations, have retained their medieval charm and historical allure even to this day. Not only did this prestigious university shape the city of Oxford, but also became a significant part of the fabric of English history, enduring through times of social upheaval and great changes. Though established in 1096 AD, the institution grew rapidly from 1167 AD, when Henry II banned English students from attending the University of Paris. Rich in heritage, it is also the world's second oldest university in operation, that it is known to have produced some of the greatest minds in the world. With 39 semi-autonomous constituent colleges, 5 permanent private halls, a range of academic departments and operating the world's largest university press, Oxford has a glorious list of alumni which includes philosophers, social reformers, scientists, writers, composers, actors and a number of renowned politicians and heads of states. Adam Smith, Oscar Wilde, T.S. Eliot, Stephen Hawking, Margaret Thatcher, Percy Bysshe Shelley, Lewis Carroll, Dorothy Hodgkin, and Roger Penrose are to name a few. Throughout its illustrious journey of 1,000 years, this place has emanated the essence of man's eternal pursuit of profound learning, of the continuous act of creation alight with the luminescence of truth. Dominus illuminatio mea, the Lord is my light. As soon as one steps inside the old school's quadrangles of the Bodleian Library, one is bound to have an overwhelming feeling of awe and admiration observing the vibrancy of its grand carved doors bearing Latin script, branching off into mysterious hallways and standing by its exquisitely carved walls, soaking up centuries of academic knowledge and history.
এই লাইব্রেরিটি আমার বড় প্রিয় জায়গা। প্রায় 20 বছর আগে অ্যান ইন্টিমেট হিস্ট্রি অফ বেঙ্গল লেখার জন্য এখানে অনেক দিন আসতাম, বইপুঁথি দেখতাম। ইউরোপের অন্যতম প্রাচীন লাইব্রেরি, আর এই অক্সফোর্ড কোয়াড্রাঙ্গল আমার ভারী ভাল লাগে। সংকল্প করেছি বাংলায় পলাশবন্ধুর আত্মকথা লিখব। সময় আবার এই লাইব্রেরিতে হয়তো অনেকদিন কাজ করতে হবে, এই আশা রইল। ধন্যবাদ।
20 Lathbury Road, Oxford is an address where visitors, especially from Bengal, would always love to go to. It is the residence of the famous scholar Nerd C. Chowdhury, author of the autobiography of an unknown Indian, a seminal and penetrating analysis of Indian history, culture and British rule. Mr. Chowdhury, who described himself as an Englishman and a Bengali, wrote the second volume of his autobiography, Thy Hand, Great Anarch, at this double-storied, brick-coloured Oxford home where he had spent the last 17 years of his life. The prestigious Oxfordshire blue plaqueboard was unveiled at the gate of his home as a token of respect and appreciation for being an original thinker, and has always been forthright in his opinions. The sunset blossomed a warm orange and gold upon the clouds, and the streets came alive with people busy gathering in the pubs and restaurants to enjoy the evening. The solemn academic atmosphere became lively with sounds of laughter and music. As we prepared to get back to London in the evening bus, our minds were preoccupied with thoughts and glimpses of the heritage buildings, the architectural delights, the rain-washed streets, dry maple leaves, the fragrance of autumn, and above all, a feeling of profound satisfaction. Clouds broke apart to release a torrent of rain and the sky rumbled. We arrived back at our apartment at Mile End Road, waiting eagerly for our trip to Cambridge the next day. We boarded the train for Cambridge from Liverpool Street Station. The Greater Anglia-operated train pulled out of the platform, and slowly caught up speed. Soon, the beautiful English countryside was unveiled. Glowing green in the light of the bright sun, it looked pristine. The sky was dotted with fluffy white clouds drifting lazily in the gentle breeze. Bathed in sunlight, the lush greenery along the railway tracks shone like emeralds against the blue sky. The blooming meadows, extensive pastures, arched tunnels, and the colourful graffiti embossed in them suddenly elevated the feelings to a different layer. Located on River Cam that cuts through the heart of the city, Cambridge became an important trading centre during the Roman and Viking ages. As everyone knows, it is also home to the famous and distinguished University of Cambridge. Founded in 1209 by a group of scholars who migrated from Oxford over some severe disagreements, this grand institution consistently ranks among the best universities in the world for teaching, research, and international outlook. The university spans over several distinguished academic establishments including King's College Chapel, Cavendish Laboratory, Trinity College, Christ's College, and the Cambridge University Library. The city's skyline is dominated by several college buildings, along with the spire of the Our Lady, and the English Martyrs' Church. With its reputation for academic excellence and traditional scholarly values, Cambridge, for centuries, has been the place where some of the greatest and most influential minds got together to teach, learn, explore, and excel in various fields of study such as philosophy, natural science, social science, mathematics, literature, and many more. Home to some of the world's top academics, the university boasts an impressive and dazzling array of alumni and faculty around the world like Charles Darwin, Isaac Newton, Francis Bacon, Lord Byron, Oliver Cromwell, Stephen Hawking, John Milton, Bertrand Russell, Alan Turing, Ludwig Wittgenstein, and several others. The world-famous Cavendish Laboratory, home to profound breakthroughs, was designed by the great Scottish scientist James Clerk Maxwell, where atoms were split, subatomic particles were discovered, and the structure of DNA was unraveled. As we looked around, we could see the sidewalks and lanes recounting the innumerable inspirational tales of mankind's explorations in various fields of study, spanning over a time frame of 800 years. The writings on the walls echoed that there never was and never will be any shortcut to achieving greatness. It is only through the pursuit of education, learning and research that one can gain enlightenment and precious knowledge, thereby contributing to society and fueling the civilization to move ahead. The saying "it's a small world" seemed so true as we ran into some close kins and friends who were also enjoying the ambience on a Saturday afternoon. Meeting them and spending time with them while roaming and singing around was both a pleasant and exciting experience for us. It seemed that the entire setup was bursting with freedom of minds and brilliance of thoughts. As we stood in the lawn near the fencing of the King's College and chanted melodies together, it felt like we were on top of the world.
I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I've known ever since I've been around. You just put me on the top of the world.
Market Square, one of the town's most famous landmarks, looked vivid and vibrant with a multitude of people gathering on a Saturday afternoon to experience the sights, sounds and smells of Cambridge. As we sipped on a steaming mug of coffee and listened to the classical guitar harmonies played by Woody Marcus, our minds were refreshed, and hearts were solaced. Finally, it was time for us to return. The train sped up, passing through several stations on its way. The kaleidoscope of shimmering lights flickered in the distance as the starry sky swept over the city. It was now the moment of quiet reflection, the time to lay the mind over pieces of thoughts gathered throughout the day. Over centuries, it has been proven that the source of knowledge is a free-thinking mind incubated by an ambience of resilience, openness, logical argumentativeness, deductions of observations and respectful exchanges of opinions. Just as a stream of free-flowing water produces power to ignite a lamp, a free mind enlightens the spirits and souls of mankind in a similar way. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Our transit from shade to light thus continues.